What's up guys, Steve here with another update in regards to the Executive Memorandum for Unemployment. Now this is a follow-up video from my one I did yesterday where I talked about the Executive Memorandum in detail, known as the Lost Wages Assistance Program, which is supposed to add an extra $400 on top of unemployment benefits, $300 of which is supposed to be coming from federal funds pulled from the Disaster Relief Program, and an additional $100 that's supposed to come from states that receive federal funding. They're supposed to reallocate it for a total of $400 to go on top of unemployment benefits for UI or PUA. Now, again, if you'd like to get more information on details on that, if you'd like to find out like when it starts, who qualifies, how long it's going to last, is this even legal for the president to do? Go ahead and check out that video. I'll put a link to it right here so you can go ahead and take a look at it. But the purpose of today's video is to give a little bit more clarification on something. So there was an update that came out yesterday, and this question came up quite a bit, so I wanted to make sure that you guys had all the right information. So I wanted to do this. I'm just going to update this really quick. And if you guys appreciate that I'm keeping you guys up to date, if you could do me a quick favor, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me out a ton, and it'll just take a second. YouTube success is pretty much based on interaction, so liking and leaving comments helps me out. And if you'd like to keep getting updates, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell. But let's dive right into this update. So yesterday the question was asked, what if your state does not participate? What if they decide that they can't afford to do this and they don't have the funds necessary to give all of the unemployed in the state an additional $100? Yesterday, I pulled up a chart that showed that this was a major concern of a lot of states across the nation, and there were some that just outright said, we can't afford to do this. Well, I wanted to let you guys know that if that's the case, if your state says they can't give the $100 per week to the unemployed, that you still will be receiving the $300 federally funded through the memorandum. Now that is, of course, if everything goes along according to plan. We're going to see if that unfolds, but as long as things do according to this executive memorandum, you will at least be receiving $300 per week. So whether you're going to be receiving $300 or $400 is going to be contingent upon what state you reside in. Now, it was anticipated by the White House that all states would be able to do this since there was $150 billion allocated to state and local funding in the last relief bill. And according to their records, only 25% of it has been used. However, there are some states saying that they are going to be unable to fund this. So we will see what unfolds, but it's going to be dependent upon what state you live in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and include a link in the description below so you can check out the memo yourself if you'd like. But the hope is that while this is taking place, since as I mentioned in the video yesterday, it doesn't seem like this is going to last very long, that this will give Congress some time to go ahead and try to put together an agreement for the next stimulus package. And yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell came out and said, we need to get back to the negotiating table. So he's encouraging them to do so. And it was reported that after the executive orders came out, Nancy Pelosi said, we have no choice. We need to get back to negotiating. And Steve Mnuchin said the same thing. However, although everyone's in agreement that they need to pretty much get back to the negotiating table and get something passed, so far, they haven't actually formally gone back to negotiate. So we all hope that they're going to be doing so right away. And in addition to that, the Senate is on call at this time. The Senate has pretty much been given permission to go back home. However, they're on a 24-hour notice call. So if they're notified that there is a bill to be reviewed, they have 24-hour notice and they're supposed to be back in the Senate ready to review. So hopefully something will be passed here soon. And some good news is that Monday, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that him and Nancy Pelosi were pretty much close to having an agreement on the next stimulus package. That's right, they actually went line item by line item and were actually on the verge of having something passed. However, there was one major issue that they could not come to agree upon: additional state and local funding. They are pretty much nearly $1 trillion apart. So we're going to see where they're going to land with that, but pretty much the Democrats are wanting almost $1 trillion in additional state and local funding. As I mentioned, in the CARES Act, they already provided them with $150 billion, which still appears to be there. And then the Republicans offered nothing but have come up to around $150 additional billion of funding. So we're going to see, but that is honestly, it sounds like the #1 biggest hangup on us coming to an agreement. So hopefully they'll be able to work that out so that way we can pass the next stimulus package, which will include stimulus checks, FPUC, school funding, and all the things that we've been waiting for. And know that when something is passed, I'll be sure to share it here in my channel. And I just want to make sure that I'm keeping you guys up to date and giving you guys these updates. If you guys enjoy them, again, please go ahead and hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And also, if you'd like to keep getting video updates, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn turn on the notification bell. And if you'd like a chance to get 2 free stocks, there's a link in the description below. When you download the Webull app and you fund your account with as little as $100, you can get 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,400. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this reaches you well. God bless. This is Steve.